Oh, are we hot? Are we hot? Is it fuego? And
have
fuego.
you seen me?
Are we coming through?
Both metaphorically and literally, you guys are hot.
Yes, we are. That's
Caliente,
it. And it just shows again that opposites can pull off a beautiful sight.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We're looking.
Man. Look at us.
No, we can be similar in some areas, but if you could scan down to the feet, I come in. I'm prancing. You know when you get shoes and you just feel a little extra hop to them, and I'm wearing my Viking purple Air Jordans. I mean, these are as
purple Air Jordans.
They're as purple can get. And I'm like, oh, this is great. And I got the Air Jordans going. And then Air Cisco pops down. And he's sporting his Air Jesus shoes.
Here's my Air Jesus.
Didn't even go with the sandals. You're barefooting it during the podcast. Is this our first barefoot podcast?
Well,
I think it is.
For me, yeah.
Well, I've never been barefoot. I drive here.
So?
And walk across your terrain.
Who says that you have to wear
No, I don't when I drive, but if I'm going to get out and walk, anything could happen in your place. I could step on something that bites me.
Yeah.
There's lots of...
Yeah.
Careful, Brian. There are people out there that actually drive barefooted.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'll do that.
That's just nuts. Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you?
I know it's been on my pedal, dude. I ain't putting my bare feet on that.
There is no law that says you cannot drive barefoot.
That's not what I said.
I understand.
I know exactly what's on the pedal of my gas, and I'm not putting my bare foot on that.
But how many times have you been driving and you're wearing, some different boots? Like if I'm wearing the Chemtrex.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden your foot just mashes the gas pedal and you're not realizing you're doing it because there's that much sole underneath
Yeah,
it.
good luck, everybody.
Get out of the way. Stay off the sidewalks.
That's happened to me, though.
Yeah. No, I thought I'd go a little Drake White today.
Oh, that's true. Drake always sings barefoot.
Come on, man. Dude, I dig that. There was a vibe that he was putting off at the concert. Just walking up there, barefoot, being himself, no fear, just letting it all out, man. Just letting it all hang out.
I was seeing if you got that thing.
Hammer toe?
No, the one where if your second toe is bigger than your big toe, and so forth, it's supposed to be some kind of brilliance thing. I was just looking, and yours go right down. Yeah, it's hatchet foot right there.
It's the bars on Verizon.
Yes, it is.
They use my foot for the bar. 5 bars. You get the big toe, it's 5G.
That's funny. I see that. 5G. With the little toe, you get 5G. Giddy up, brother. I'm never going to be able to look at my phone battery again. Look at that.
Couldn't take a picture.
I only got Scott's little toe right now in the basement. I ain't getting a full foot of Wi-Fi.
Well, that's true. There you go.
A foot of Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Sounds like a punk band or something.
Yeah, it does. A foot of Wi-Fi.
Did you ever used to do that where you think, oh, if I had a band, I'd name it this?
No.
Okay.
No, I was too busy chasing stuff. I wasn't worried about a band. I didn't want to play in a band. I wanted to play with whatever I caught.
Same here. That's why I wanted to be in a band. Same goal.
Oh, yeah. Yours was a little, yes. Mm-hmm. I could be there with you, though. I could do that.
Feeling a little weird today.
Yeah? You are? You look good. Man, you're just bringing the appeal today, man.
Well, thank you. It's the 8 pounds that I've lost in 5 days.
8 pounds, Miss Sandy. What are you doing to the boy?
Starving my ass.
Go, Sandy.
Yeah, no, that's
Sandy.
it. No.
Go, Sandy.
No, I'm eating the right stuff, like I was hungry, and it's like, okay, I'm reading the labels of everything, and I go, look at that, man. If I just had half a bun, that's a day's worth of carbs in that alone.
Carbs suck.
Carbs really suck when you start reading things and you're like, oh, this will be good. No. Then I found the label on the bacon.
Label on the bacon.
Oh, yeah.
I looked. James knows where I'm going. I flipped
James
that
knows.
package around and I looked and it showed fat. And I said, I'm not really concerned about that. It showed the calories. I'm not really concerned about that. It showed the sugars. Next to nothing there. No. And then I see the carbs.
Carbohydrates.
You know what was beside that? A big fat zero. Zero.
You gotta love the zero on the bacon.
So, and I know this is not what, weight loss places and all that would recommend, but I grabbed a pound of thick sliced applewood smoked bacon.
Oh.
And I got me a big old cookie sheet.
Yeah.
And I covered it in foil to catch all the grease. And I laid that bacon out. And it said, cook it for, 22 minutes. And I went, no, you lie. I'm cooking it for 30. Because you always underdo it.
Do you like yours? You don't like any of the chewy white fat, James?
It's no.
I can't.
No, I don't like blubbery
do
bacon. I've got to have it at least starting to get that solidified.
A little crunch.
Yeah.
A little crunch. James, you like yours chewy?
You like the blubbery bacon?
Okay, so I got a friend who ends up with the blubbery bacon where he barely cooks it.
Oh,
I have a friend who does that too.
Not a fan of that. Maybe just a little brownish to it. That's about as light as I go when there's some brown to the bacon where it's
fat.
I don't mind a little chewiness.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer crispy though, but I definitely prefer the fat where it melts in your mouth like butter though.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But when it comes to pork, you really don't want to play with medium and medium rare.
No.
That's not
No, there's things that you should never YouTube about raw pork.
And be careful Googling anything. But
That's no shit.
But I can say that I don't think I've ever had bacon that was burnt so bad I didn't find some redeeming quality to be able to eat it.
You are spot on. That is gospel with bacon, man. There's no such thing as burnt bacon. No. You can. I mean, I've went too far with it. I don't like doing the cookie sheet. I like doing the skillet.
Well, the skillet does good.
Skillet,
yeah, no, I got you.
I've overdone it. But then what you do is you put it in a Ziploc and you crush it, and then you've got bacon like powder. So then you could just sprinkle that over your eggs, sprinkle that over your sinuses,
that's it.
sprinkle that over your hair in the morning. Pixie dust to go for the bacon appeal all day. Now, does Kyla get upset with you when you cook bacon, the smell in the house?
Oh, no, she loves it too. It's what attracted us to each other. I had a natural hammy smell. And
you didn't look like, what do you think drew you to me, man?
I knew it was a culinary attraction.
I mean, when we first embraced, it was like,
is that
bacon?
That's salted pork. This man smells of salted pork. I love him.
Oh, yeah. And it went well with my caster that I dab on in the morning, my beaver caster and my Hoppy's No. 9 gun cleaning oil. Just the salt, caster.
You know what's terrifying right now?
Everything
in the world. But on the bacon front, I was reading that prices could end up skyrocketing for bacon as much as up to 60%.
Everything's going up.
Well, it is, and because of regulations that were passed to increase the amount of space each hog has to have.
Are you kidding me?
To have, which is then putting a crunch on, everybody who's raising pigs, how to set up their things, and then it's going to affect this, and they're saying that ultimately, it could turn into about a 60% increase. Now, I've read that overseas, like in England and some places like that. I'm not positive when that effect or what that effect will have here. But the more these kind of weird-ass regulations start getting into effect, look, you can do whatever you want. I'm all about saving the earth. I'm all about don't mess with my bacon.
Right.
Don't mess with my bacon. When it starts to get...
You heard it here.
I'm not kidding.
This is no shit.
It's exactly right.
This is real.
When bacon starts to get to be the same price as a pack of cigarettes, that's when things have gone out of hand.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
There are many who lived on bacon and cigarettes.
Back in the day, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I remember Gramps butchering a hog with a cigarette in his mouth.
Well,
God, dude, you brought that
Applewood,
up.
Marlboro.
Yep,
that was it.
Yeah, but wasn't that when cigarettes didn't have all these chemical makeups in them? Or exactly true cigarettes?
That's when castor was in cigarettes and all that good stuff.
It's true, back when cocaine was in Coke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right. What? Oh, sweet Coke.
To the good old days.
To the good old days. Here, brother. Speaking of good old days,
Let's just say you got your juice right
I like
there,
the
don't
new
you?
days too.
Yeah, it's much better.
It's chemically enhanced and wrong for you in every way, but it still gets it there. Now, don't go reading Mike. Don't go reading Mike.
Oh, dude.
Sandy, you see what you do to him?
Look at all the things in there.
No sugar?
It's got Bezos.
Can you pronounce half
Oh, no,
those
that's
words?
benzoic acid. I thought there was some... I thought...
That's because of the shit. It's shaped like his rocket.
It's rocket fuel.
It is rocket
Yeah,
fuel.
baby.
That's the only part of Bezos is in this.
I don't know how we did it, but we got away with being on real FCC regulated radio last
Yes,
week.
we did.
I seriously want to commend Scott, who came in and we were just going to do an hour together. We were having so much fun. He hung around and did the second hour with
Right.
me too. We were just having a blast, but throughout the whole time, you did an awesome job, and never once did we have to beep you or do anything. You didn't go anywhere down a bumpy road as much as I wanted to lead you there and tried.
I know you did.
I
know
did.
You did. I was reading the signs going down the road that you were putting out in front of me going, if we were on our podcast,
Yeah, I'm fully
I
aware.
have no problem talking about beaver.
But we get in. I get in yesterday to do the show. First one I had done since you'd been in there. And Micah, who had produced our show,
great guy.
he was telling me, that was a great show on Friday. That was everything he said. But I have to be honest. He said it was nerve-wracking for me because for the entire show, I had my finger hovering over the 7-second delay button. He said, and there were so many times I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to eat. No, okay.
No,
They're all right.
kidding.
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
Well, I wondered.
James knows that
Yeah.
pain.
It ain't easy.
And that's where James's right hand is, over the delay button. He's got the left hand going for popcorn and soda back there, and his right hand on the
I'm going to start
delay
getting a
button.
little a paddle down at the bottom so my feet can...
Oh,
delegate
right.
better.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
kick drum.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Play
There
that.
you
That's
go.
not a bad idea, actually.
Right.
It's,
That should come equipped with me.
It should. Pre-installed.
well, it was another example where Scott comes in and they had remembered him from when you'd done some work with
Oh,
them
my
many
God,
years
yeah.
ago. But they remember, and everybody, almost to a T after they meet you, just like my dad had said, this is a perfect example of how you can't judge a book by its cover. But there's a lot. The cover is highly accurate in many ways.
It is. It kind of
But I
explains.
think the thing is, it's not just the cover. There is more to it than just the cover.
No.
In your case, the cover makes you look at the book.
Right.
But then as you thumb through it, you go, wow, there's a lot more to this than just
Yeah,
that cover.
That's a good analogy, man.
Where a lot of times when I used to work in a record store, you couldn't wait for the new albums to come out. And I don't know how many albums I bought based on the cover.
Oh, yeah. No, I still do that today.
Do you?
When I'm surfing through Netflix or something, I'll read the heading, but I look at the scene, the picture of the scene. Like, that'll tell me whether I even want to look at it. So I love that I'm one of those covers. What would I be rated? What would I be rated?
On what?
There's like PG, PG-14.
Depends on the day.
No, without hesitation, NR17.
Oh, I was going to just go
17?
GL. Good luck.
Would you put the parental advice?
Every time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, even though you don't know, because you could do a kid show too.
Oh, I could totally pull off a kid show.
Oh, absolutely. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's just, hey, in different environments, you can
I like
use
that.
different
I'm a
filters.
chameleon. I blend in.
You know what? Okay, funny you mentioned chameleons. They just spotted a chameleon they thought had long been disappeared. There hadn't been a sighting of one for decades, and they found this little.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a 5.5-inch chameleon
Okay.
that they found somewhere, and I'm thinking, okay, they haven't spotted one of these in like 20, 30 years.
Right.
This must have been a really bad day for the chameleon, where he just wasn't on his game, where it's just, I just can't
wasn't
blend. I
blended
can't
in.
blend right.
Yeah, I can't
You
blend.
know, my blender's just off a little bit. I
Right.
just, I'm not feeling. Oh, he saw me.
What
Saw me.
country
That's
was
it.
this
That's
in?
it. I could look it up, but does it matter?
No.
Okay.
No, the chameleon thing wouldn't.
And if I just made the whole thing up, would it have mattered?
No.
Okay.
No.
But I used to think it would be really cool to take a chameleon and throw him on a kaleidoscope. And just see if he just freaks out, man.
Right, or literally just
explodes.
Like, oh, yeah.
That's right.
I don't know, Brian. I think you would want to take that test to the octopus. There's some octopus that actually transform faster than chameleons do.
I've seen some footage of and I didn't know that until recently when I was watching. I watched My Octopus Teacher, and then that made me see a couple more octopus things, and I did not know that they changed as well. They're amazing underwater chameleons, which for 54 years of my existence, I had no idea they did that.
No, they're very instant too. I mean, chameleon takes a little time before they adapt to the colors, man. But octopuses are nuts, and it's getting more scarier because as we get deeper in the waters, we're starting to realize there's a lot of lack of colors as you get deeper in the waters because of the high pressure, and because you don't see anything down there.
Right.
It's even more scary that something might be passing you by because it's just clear.
Oh yeah.
Like there's been some animals that have like neon lights going through their bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, the underwater stuff is
wrong.
Exactly. I knew it was
Stay out of the water. Stay away from the water.
Stuff that hasn't finished developing.
Right? No, that's where it's all wrong.
It's prehistoric down there.
Yeah, no, fish from the shore.
Again,
on land.
Looks like Aquaman. Can't go near it. No.
Put
him in a lake, stream, no problem.
Yep.
Is it salt water? Is it ocean, or how do you feel about a big lake?
Whatever's in it. Like if there's a depth unknown and like not much research done on it, no, B. No, stay out. No, there's no
I love
need.
this.
There's no
this
need.
big tough son of a bitch put a spider or a minnow in front of him, and the dude's freaking. Yeah.
Nope. B.
So you would have hated what I did with the spider in the shower, where I was a little creeped out because he was one of them little, really fast, black, hairy ones.
Back to the chameleon.
And I took the shampoo bottle and set it on top of there and left it. So that the next person who comes in will lift the shampoo. And then they're going to have to do
wife?
Or whoever.
Whoever else is going to be in there but your wife.
See, here's what happens. The next day I'll go in, I'll lift it and scare the crap out of myself because I did. I'm that guy who puts the hair tie around the sprayer on the faucet to try to get somebody when they turn on the water so it sprays them. And I'll forget I've done it, and then I get myself.
You did not.
Oh, I've done it. I've done that thing where I put, a little bucket of water on top of the door so that when everybody opens it, it's going to fall and hit them. Right. I've been the one who's somehow come around, go through the door and got myself.
Yeah, I guess I could see that in you thinking about it
I've pulled my own finger.
Well, no, I do all the time. Especially if the kids can't reach or in the car and I can lock the windows.
Yeah.
Turn off the heat.
Isn't that a great power?
I love that power.
Child lock, sorry.
Yes, it's dangerous outside. Speaking outside,
yeah,
it is beautiful out there today.
It's a little rainy. There was a little mist coming down when I came in.
Oh. My kind of weather, man. That's why I'm barefoot. I'm ready to head to the mountain.
Well,
this is weather.
As much as I hate the heat, and it's been terrible, here it is in the early part of August, but I still have green grass in my front yard.
Right.
And I can tell you that most years at this time when we haven't necessarily had a lot of moisture, my grass is completely crusted.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I've got a little more than usual this year.
It's been a pretty wet summer here, spring and summer, which is great on every level for our grass. What I've noticed, man, I don't know if you've noticed, but my golf course
yes,
has got brown spots everywhere. I got like this. So I went out and did a little research and found out that I've got grubs, severe grubs. That's what the brown patch is.
What do you do?
So I treated it. You can have it treated. If you got a fertilizer guy or fertilizer company or pest control company, you can call around and check. But 9 times out of 10, that's what's going on. I was like, man, I got to adjust my sprinklers. That ain't it. Maybe it's the rabbits, because you can go and look in these areas. I was on a job the other day. She had big brown patches in her yard. Went over and looked, and there's the little rabbit pellets all over in this area. So rabbit urine and feces can kill grass. I had none of that. My sprinklers were hitting it. No rabbits. Of course, I don't have any rabbits out here.
Yeah, don't care.
And plenty of bull snakes.
They've been eaten by a bigger animal.
So I dug up a little patch, man, and I found grubs. Nasty little white chunky grubs.
Which would be wonderful if you were on a loan and you needed food.
Oh, absolutely. No.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, just had
you
to divert for a
laid them
minute.
over the fire and
They're
rotisserized.
disgusting. They look like they're little maggot-looking
It's
things,
kind of
aren't
like
they?
bacon, though. Take the visual effects out, put them on a skewer, put them over the fire, crunchify them.
You have not eaten grubs.
No, but I've eaten night crawler.
Okay.
And crickets. And a few other things. I'm not far from grubs, but yeah. Yeah, no,
I
that's
know
good
you're not.
protein. That's good protein, man. That's
You might
solid,
be a
legit
grub.
protein. I am a grub. I like that. Call me grub.
No, but massive but Devis, have you had them before in your yard?
Not that I ever knew of. Not this year's been bad. Again, this year's weird because we got the cicada outbreak. We've got the moisture that's been hanging on for so long. The increase in the bugs and pests. I mean, I'm getting calls on bats like out. Well, you've seen the emails.
I have, yeah.
Holy crap, man. Bat emails are coming in like crazy. People got bats. It's just, it's the times. We see it every 3 to 7 years in the wildlife field. Things change, man. The predators pick up, the prey drops down, disease comes through. It all works out on its own. It doesn't have anybody up over above it telling you, get the vaccine, it'll save you. Because the coyote don't care. He's going to eat you whether you got the vaccine or not.
Well, I can tell you, as numbers are soaring through the roof, it ain't a bad idea, y'all.
It's not. The rabbits are out of control.
No, I'm saying. I know it's controversial as hell, but I'm going to say I got the vaccine and I'm okay. All right, so I don't know if it helps things. No, if it helps things get going. But here's the thing.
Right.
It's crazy because now I was reading the deer population. Do you see they've done a study and found that a decent percentage of deer maybe they had beer when they were doing this, but of deer had or were carrying a form of the virus. They figured that they've found a way with their immune systems. They've adapted to it. They've gone through, don't necessarily feel there's any possible harm to humans and so forth. But just hearing that, it's a little... At first, I was like, wow, that's a little weird. But then again, basically everything that gets developed and spreads is a zoonotic to start with, isn't it, for the most part?
No, that's a good point,
it seems
man.
like...
I feel the same thing because it goes... And we exclude ourselves because we're human. We're smarter.
Almost.
We're the all-knowing. We ran this planet, and news is...
Done a great
we
job.
We ain't shit.
Yeah.
Nature will take over. Nature will come back. We are just destroying ourselves. Look at me. I mean, Bezos, rocket ship.
It's benzotine or something like that. Yeah, it's benzoate.
Benzotar.
Look, I mean, that's just a lab in a can. You know, there is not anything even moderately natural about that.
No, not at all.
Nothing.
Well, other than that's aluminum.
Natural aluminum.
Natural aluminum.
Yeah.
It was mined. It was formed. Yeah.
Yeah, what you fail to realize, they spray a plastic coating inside that can to prevent the acids from dissolving.
That's right. Yes, they do. You remember doing that in school? Did you guys ever do that science project with Coke? What you do is take a styrofoam cup, you pour Coca-Cola Classic in there, and you put a 16-penny nail through the middle of the cup. And you left it for, what was it, James? Do you remember, a week?
It was a week.
A week.
Yep.
And the acid and everything in Coca-Cola, you go to pull the nail out, and you just pulled the end off. It ate the middle. It ate the nail. Here's to you.
Isn't that encouraging?
Classic. Yes.
Yeah, when you hear mechanics tell you, well, you can clean your battery with Coke.
right. Yeah. And I
you
do
know,
it all the
it'll
time.
eat the corrosion off your battery and your cables, so your vehicle will start.
That's right.
And It's
You
a
can
great refresher.
finish up.
Yes. Coca-Cola. Do you need to clean corroded cables? Maybe you need to melt away that nail that's
Or
just
maybe
been bothering
it's just
you.
flat hot out.
Oh, well, try Coca-Cola.
Refreshing.
It's a floor cleaner. It's a dessert topping. It's all.
Oh, man.
And we do it.
Good old
Look,
Coca-Cola.
again, I've got that McDonald's cheeseburger that's 20 years old, man.
Yes, you do.
So
still looks as good as the day you
It's-
bought it.
And that there is still there. I guarantee you, there's a Twinkie on a shelf dated 80 something expiration date,
Right.
which don't mean crap because it's still fine.
You know what's weird about that burger, dude, is like it's nothing's
No
it's
mold.
complete.
No mold. It's terrifying.
It is.
And
It
yet,
is.
Here we are, still alive.
I didn't eat it. That's why. I think that's why.
As a connoisseur of the McRib, I think I can testify we're doing all right, guys.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
No, he's
Ish.
a walking endorsement for lab meat right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Except for bacon.
How?
can't replace bacon.
What I want to know is everything that we're doing to food and drinks and everything else. How is it we're actually living longer and longer and longer all the time?
we're not. Our life expectancy has been cut a year and a half shorter in the last. It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no
We're living
kidding.
a year and a half shorter.
Damn, that bad
Yeah,
luck.
it's down to like 77 point something.
Oh, geez, still got a long way to go.
Compared to the 1800s, that's still double the lifetime.
Right.
Look at Mr. Sunshine.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
that's
he's-
very nice. Which is, but I always have that. How long are you gonna live? Well, at least 100. You know, for me, it's at least 100.
Yeah.
But then when you start thinking about, the clock. I think I mentioned this before. The clock of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say your life starts at midnight. Your life is one full day. You have until midnight the following day. Where do you think you are on your clock? When you start looking at when you're in your 20s and 30s, you're invincible. You got all day. You got, you've got a full day ahead of you. When you start to get into your 50s and starting to push 60, and when you're my age and you look at the clock and you go, it's dinner time, or it's after dinner. I've just got that much of the clock left. What are you going to do with it? When you look at it now, what have you done with your day? When you look at your day as a life, what have you done with those first 14 hours, or maybe half of it? Where are you at on that clock, and what have you done? Look at the rest of your day and start thinking about what you can accomplish and what you can do.
That's
man.
good.
But that's where I'm at. What I can tell you
So you
is,
feel like you're at dinner time?
I would. Yeah, I kind of
Yeah?
do. Yeah. If I'm looking at, if my dream was to be 100.
Right.
Okay. Technically, on my dream clock, I'm about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm looking at, if I'm going to be 100, I'm about
Sure.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's be realistic. I've had diabetes. I've had a heart attack. There's been a lot of things that make it so I'm pushing more towards at least cocktail hour.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at, and I guess they call it happy hour. So I'm going to look at my 50s and my 60s as my happy hour.
There you go.
And I'm going
What
to
age
enjoy
are you
that.
hoping to get to?
Again, I'm setting that bar at 100.
100, really?
That's it. When I get to 100, I want to live as long as I want to live.
Right.
That
Yeah. No,
simple
cool,
as that.
cool.
As long as I still want to, and I want to get going, and I got something to go.
Absolutely.
I want to keep going, man.
Yeah, no doubt. No,
But-
as I
but-
think everybody should.
But you look at your clock. It's alarming sometimes when you think of things that way.
Yeah,
You know?
no, because I mean, if I think of it, I just pulled the covers up. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I've been there. Between the electrocution, the plates in my jaw, plates in my hand, plates in my knee. I mean, I've been through
You're
the ringer, man.
pushing. I mean,
I'm-
technically,
Yeah.
with what's happened to you and how your life is,
Right.
you're probably settling in for happy hour too. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, absolutely. But I'm like you. I don't really have a goal. I don't want to live to 100. I have no interest in that.
Totally depends on what
but
your life is. You could
that's
be
it.
absolutely smoking in the 90s, man.
I'll be smoking for sure.
See what I'm saying? And you may be enjoying the hell out of that.
I'll be gorilla gluing
Don't sell
like
yourself
a
short,
fiend.
bro.
No,
This
I'm
life
gonna
could turn
do
into
what I need
something
to
you
do.
never want to end.
Until my cards pull, man, I'm gonna keep rolling with it, baby. Just keep.
And that's
fighting
all we
through
can
it.
do.
That's it, man.
That's all we can do, man.
Love it.
You ever have a completely different topic? You ever have one of those nights where you wake up and like overnight a nose hair or eyebrow grew a foot and a half?
God, yes,
Dude, what
man.
in the hell is that
I don't
phenomenon?
know. Wrong.
Yeah, I know.
It's wrong, man.
But it'll be just like one renegade who took all the power of all the other hair that night and just went, I'm making a run for it. You know, when you get there, I looked at my eyebrow this morning, and there was one on the side.
You had a runner?
Oh, I could feel it picking up in the breeze, and it was like a feeler, man. It was like...
You catfish.
No, and then I plucked that thing, and I don't care where on your face you pluck a hair, you sneeze.
Well, it's connected to your... Well, it's connected down deep. Mine
wrong. Aren't.
Oh,
no.
Oh, I hate it.
No,
yeah, especially in the nose.
Yeah, those.
Oh, God.
And a note to a lot of guys right now, and I'm looking you right into your hairy nose. Those of you who don't look in the mirror and can't notice the 2 Cabbage Patch Kids climbing out of your nostrils. Cut your damn nose hair.
Do something with
Seriously.
that. Dude, go to plucking.
I mean, whatever.
I feel like I got one now. Something's bugging me.
Sorry. I'll take you there.
No, you won't. No, you won't, slugger.
Okay, so we covered that. That was actually on my list. Overnight hair growth right there.
Okay, something on the list.
A couple of serious. Okay, I did that one too. I talked about that. What I haven't mentioned, and I'm afraid to, but I'm going to. You know, I usually tell you what the day is. You know, like it's National Whatever Day.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Lay it on me. What is the day?
You know what today is?
What it is. What it is.
This is for real.
For real. I'm being serious.
This is for real.
I'm for real.
It's on the National Day calendar. It's an actual day. It is called National Grab Some Nuts Day.
Go on.
And go.
We're heading to Bruce's. Bruce's Bar.
Oh, not the direction I thought you were taking the car. Wow, congratulations on that. Wow.
But I am here if you don't have a Bruce's
leaf.
Bar close to you.
This is no. That's impressive. It was actually more of the planters nuts people. You know, they're talking about raising the awareness of the protein and the health benefits of almonds and walnuts and those kind of things. And you should grab you some nuts today. Is that? I like your celebration
Bruce's Bar.
really well.
Bruce's Bar.
The one I had in mind was cool too. Any of those?
Mine was completely different, y'all.
No, I think you and I were close.
I don't know. Mine was the whole the men down need to check themselves down south to make sure they don't got anything growing down there.
Oh, you were going with the health check like the buddy.
Breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That would be a really good name for it.
Yeah, that's what first thing comes to mind. Grab the nuts, make sure things look and feel right, and move on with your day.
You know, I think all those things should be incorporated into Grab Some Nuts Day. You should. It should be a good time for men to get themselves checked out. Right. You know, we always talk about Movember, you know, as being the time and where you grow the beards and it's men's health awareness kind of thing in November. But since it is National Grab Some Nuts Day, it's a good day for that, a good day to just grab some tasty nuts to eat and going to Bruce's and grabbing some nuts there.
Tasty nuts to eat.
Exactly. So there's lots of ways to celebrate, and whichever way you find fits your fancy, celebrate Grab Some Nuts Day.
Brought to you by
Scott Cisco. It's one he made up and just told me to do this whole thing with. Hey, dude, do you think you could invent a nut grabbing holiday?
Dude, because something's wrong. Like, I've been...
No, don't go. Again. Boom, and off.
Right. If Amazon can create their own day, I don't see why Scott couldn't create his own day.
Right. National Scott Day. What would that be about in your eyes? Too much?
I was
much?
just writing a note and asking for that day off. That's,
Remember, we don't have HR.
I
We
don't
are
work for
HR.
you.
That's true. We're all business owners.
There!
Here. We're all business owners here.
Oh,
God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And good.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, just send money to. No? What? Did you have something else?
I did. I was
okay.
going somewhere else. But
Sorry,
if you
go
have
ahead.
something you'd like to make up that occurred, I'm
no,
more than willing to play
absolutely.
along.
Well, celebrate your nuts day. No,
No, it wasn't
grab
celebrating your nuts day. No.
Grab some nuts day. Grab whose nuts?
Grab
What?
some nuts day.
Grab some nuts day.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Can I get back to what I was
Yes.
saying? All right,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're very
That's
welcome.
nice of
You're
you.
very welcome.
What were we talking
We'll have
about?
your award next Tuesday.
All right. That'll be great.
I'm not sure I understand.
Neither do I.
Dude, we have stumped Siri.
Brother, when you are so off track that she chimes in.
You can't make that shit up, man. You get that on film.
I think the award goes to Siri.
Oh my God, man. Dude, I love her, man.
Over a year of doing this. And she gets the funniest moment ever on the show. Oh my God! I got nothing after that. That's it. I got absolutely
show
nothing.
capper there.
It is. Let me just wrap by saying, congratulations to my wife. Started her new job today.
Yes,
You're going to do awesome, honey. But
And Siri,
and
you'll understand someday.
Oh, I love you, Siri, too. That was special. I'm Brian Gary.
Scott Cisco.
This has been the Mike, the Mountain, and Siri.
Yes, it
And
has.
we can't wait to talk to you next time. I'm out. You can't follow that.
No.
You can't follow
Dude,
it.
that was priceless.
She finally snapped. She finally
Kind of
snapped.
sounds like my wife. She's finally done. She
I
can't
had
speak
no
anymore.
idea that the guys at Apple did that, where they put in.
The spy bot finally tapped out. It's like, I have had enough.
That was
Can't
it.
do it.
We're done.
No,
We're done. You
Alexa,
guys are on
take
your
over.
own.
I can't do this anymore.
COVID couldn't get them. We can't get them. They're untouchable.
No, Alexa's over there smoking a gorilla.
Deal with it, Siri.
That confirms it, man. We're the untouchables. We're the untouchables.